Today we're replacing the rear shocks on a 2016 Jetta. This will also work for a 2012 through a 2018 Volkswagen Jetta. First we're going to take our pin out of our trunk, and then we're going to take off the lug nut caps, putting the pin in and pulling them out. Next we're going to break loose the lug nuts using a 17mm socket wrench. Let's get the lug nut locking tool socket out of our trunk, and then we're going to use that on the locked lug nut right here using our existing 17mm socket. And then we're just going to turn that. Now it's unlocked. Now we'll repeat the same steps on the other wheel on the other side. We're going to jack up on the metal bar next to the wheel. So just jack that up until you're off the ground. Alright, we have the jack jacked up, the car off the ground, and the jack stand onto the subframe. There's our other jack on the frame. Jack is down, we're on the jack stands. Our lock tool back on, the lock nut. Then we'll remove it with our impact drill. Next we're going to remove the underliner using a T25. Removing all the bolts.
One here. Okay, got one here. Here. Here.
Taking the underliner off, now that all the screws are off. So there's a look at our shock. You're going to want to unscrew this sensor here. This is for your lights in front of the car. It's connected to the metal base of your spring. So before you take the bolt out of the metal base of the spring, you're going to want to detach this sensor. Otherwise it's going to pull apart like it did for me. Now we're going to put the jack under the spring so we can unbolt it on the left side. This will compress the spring so we can take that bolt out. Arm down slowly so the spring doesn't pop out at you. We need to remove the 18mm bolt and the 18mm nut on the other side. We'll let the jack down very slow. Alright, we have our 21mm socket on our socket wrench here to remove the lower bolt from the shock. Take it up.
You're going to use a 17mm socket to remove the 17mm two bolts on the shock. There's your shock. Shot. Look at that. That thing won't even go up and down.
With the dust cap on, the new shock. We're going to secure the top of the shock to the car. Hand tighten the bolts in first. Checking 50 newtons of torque on each bolt. Compress the bottom shock and hand tighten the bolt in there. Then tighten it up with a 21mm socket. The bottom bolt we're going to torque to 130 Newton meters plus 90 degrees, or 95.89 foot-pounds plus 90 degrees. Make sure you note the position of the colors and the text on the spring, because you want to put the spring back where it was in the correct position. Right there, there's a lock at the end of the spring at the end of the screwdriver. So for this spring, the colors are facing towards the rear. So we want them to be in the same position when we put things back together. Marking the one side of the bolt, so we turn it 90 degrees. Putting the spring back in. We're going to jack the spring back up. Slowly. And line up the bottom hole with a screwdriver. Tighten the bottom bolt. Torquing to 51 plus 180 degrees.
This is your vent line for your gas tank. And it has to go here in case you overflow your tank. And then the gas will run out here.
Now we're going to put the fender cover back on. Cover's back in. Now we just need to line up the holes and put the screws back in. Just like so. All the screws are reattached. Put this last screw in and put the nut on the other side. So just behind it, and tighten that up. Use the 10mm wrench to tighten up the nut. Now we have the cover back on. We're going to put the wheel back on. Put the bolts in. Put the lock bolt in last. Brake is on. Torquing to 88.5 foot-pounds or 120 newton meters.
That's it, folks.
Put your dust caps back on afterwards.